First tonight, we are learning new details about the death of this migrant teen, Ángel Eduardo Maradiaga Espinoza, who died last Wednesday after being held at an immigration facility in Safety Harbor. You're watching 10 Tampa Bay at 6. I'm Carolina Lee.
And I'm Dave Wagner. Within the past 3 hours, we heard from the Pinellas County Sheriff about what led to the 17-year-old's death. The sheriff says he believes she died of an epileptic seizure.
10 Tampa Bay's Angelina Salcido joins us live from the sheriff's office tonight. Angie.
Carolina, well, the sheriff speaking out for the very first time since this investigation started, saying it is important to be transparent when it comes to this investigation into the 17-year-old migrant's death. Evidence is pointing to cuts on Ángel Eduardo Maradiaga Espinoza's tongue. That is leaving the sheriff to believe that he died from an overnight epileptic seizure. Now, if you take a look at what Ángel looks like here tonight, his mother tells me that this information is new to her. She wasn't aware of these new details, but she knows her son left their home in April with 3 months supply of medication. She tells me that he had it when he got to the border. Sheriff Gualtieri's investigation shows Ángel went to bed on May 9th in the room with 2 other teens. Deputies found the teens were woken up by Ángel's snoring. They felt was abnormal, but they didn't say anything because Ángel had mentioned before that he snored and they shouldn't wake him up. Now, the sheriff tells me Ángel was actually suffering a seizure during that time.
I wish that he hadn't told those other kids that he snored and don't wake them up, because they knew something was wrong and their sense was, but because he had told them that, and you know, everything that we observed there at the facility is proper. Everything was done right.
Now, deputies say Ángel, who arrived to the Gulf Coast Jewish Family and Community Services on May 6, never disclosed to doctors that he had epilepsy or needed medication. The investigation also shows the staff at JFCS received an email from his cousin, who was his sponsor, days before his death, stating he had epilepsy and was prone to seizures. Now, that medical data was entered into their database, but Sheriff Gualtieri says staff never reviewed those documents and weren't aware of his condition. A key thing to note here, an autopsy has not yet been completed, so that means that we don't have an official cause of death. We're still waiting for that to happen. Sheriff Bob Gualtieri says they're waiting on toxicology reports to come back. That could take several weeks.
Angie, such a tough time for this family. Is the sheriff's office, do we know, considering any charges in this case?
Well, you know, I did ask Sheriff Bob Gualtieri if negligence plays a role in this case. He tells me nothing criminal was done here. The fact that they didn't review his medical documents is unfortunate, but tonight, no criminal charges are pending. In Pinellas County tonight, Angelina Salcido, 10 Tampa Bay.